YouTube, early Monday morning. Today is Monday, chilling outside of my friend's apartments. They asked me if I can give them a ride to work this morning, so no problem. Says he's putting his clothes on here, be out in a minute, so I thought I'd shoot a quick video. And Latino staring at me over here cutting the grass. Hope they don't think I'm recording them, but thought I'd do this quick video on leasing, since that is the #1 topic on the YouTube. And it's always been a #1 topic. Everybody wants to know about leasing. Everyone wants to know about leasing. It's almost like if you get a CDL in trucking, you must lease at one point in time. You must pay Sky Daddy Jesus his fee. You know what I'm saying? When you get a CDL, you ain't got to do it right at the beginning, but somewhere along the line, you just got to pay this fee. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, when you get CDL, it's just automatically programmed into your mind during orientation that leasing is the way to go. That's just part of the programming when you go through the lease purchase program. Now, a lot of people are watching me on YouTube on how I do my leasing situation, and I do YouTube and social media, and I do get paid for it. And that's why, because I get paid for it, I tell people exactly what I go through, right? Because see, the way I get paid is not what do you call it? It's not controlled by anything. So whatever I tell you, I'm gonna get paid regardless. It's not like, well, you must say it this way or else you won't be seeing your paycheck on Friday. No, it's not like that. It's like you say what you want to say and you will get paid. So it's like that. So when I come on here and share my experience, that's what it is, okay? Now, I leased the truck. That's right. I was booking my own freight for about, I don't even know when I started booking my own freight. We're just gonna say the beginning this year all the way to like the middle towards summer. I was booking my own freight, had my own truck, engine blew, picked up a lease truck, and I knew that leasing a truck was gonna get a lot of views on YouTube. A lot of people are interested in that topic right there. So I thought I would share my experience, knowing that the lease truck was going back eventually. I know I wasn't staying in this lease truck, and since a lot of y'all want to lease, I thought I would share my experience with y'all. So I said, you know what, if I'm gonna lease this truck, I'm gonna make money off of it through social media, and I'm gonna tell them exactly what I'm going through. Why? Because they're gonna go through the same thing, okay? Because there's nothing new about leasing. See, what I'm going through is what you're gonna go through when you get ready to lease your truck. Here's what everybody gonna go through as part of the leasing game. So if my paycheck is negative, guess what? You gonna have a negative paycheck too. You don't believe me? I know you don't believe. I know, and you know you got a negative paycheck because you just don't want to work. Okay, is that right? Oh, okay. You think my paycheck is negative because Andrew just don't want to work? Really? Because shit, when I was leasing the truck, I took every single load that was offered. Whether I wanted to do the load or not, whether the load was going to put $1 in my pocket or not, I took it. Why? Because if I didn't take it, I was going to be deeper in the hole. And guess what? You're going to be in the same situation. Dispatch going to control your truck. They're going to tell you what load to take, what load you can't take. They're going to they might offer you a load for the low, it may be for the high, but when they offer it, if you dare to say, no, I don't know about that, they may say, well, you know what, check back next week, we'll see what we got for you next week. So you better take that load. I'm just saying, because I took every single load. That's right. Even though y'all were all in the comment section talking about how I badly worked, you know what I'm saying, nobody wrote about how I took every single load that was offered to me. Okay, now that we got that out the way, don't worry about, because see, I got a plan with leasing, okay? I got a plan with leasing. I'll tell you at the end of the video. So, like I was saying, you gon' be in the same situation. Don't worry, it's just part of leasing. Negative paychecks is part of leasing. Anybody that lease the truck will tell you, it's part of leasing. Okay, how you get a negative paycheck? You just lease a truck, and eventually you'll get one. It's just that simple. You can work, you can stay in a truck, you can live in that 24 hours a day. You can have no house, no life, live in a truck, and a negative paycheck will be coming to you eventually. Okay. Don't worry, it will be coming to you eventually. Now we got the negative paycheck out the way. Dispatching. Oh, dispatching and leasing. Somebody dispatching your lease truck. Do you have to kiss more ass when leasing a truck? Now that is kind of tricky. Okay? That's kind of tricky. If you got other sources of income and you don't really rely on just trucking, you don't really have to kiss too much ass when leasing. But if you brand new to trucking, you don't have no other sources of income, and somebody else is dispatching your truck, and y'all start to fall out because, let's just say, you're making money, but you're not really making the money you was watching YouTube and they told you were making $2,000 to $3,000 or 80 cents a mile and all that. That's what you thought. So you leased a truck and paycheck was like, $700, $800, $1,000, and you started to wonder, why ain't I just a company driver? This ain't, nobody told me about this low paycheck, and you started to blame the dispatch over there. You know what I'm saying? You wondering what's going on. Well, yeah, dispatch control your truck, but see, it's not the dispatch controls your truck. That's not the reason you're making such low paychecks. The reason you're making such low paychecks is simply because the rent is too damn high now. It's because the overhead is too high, okay? You got your truck note that's through the roof. You got the insurance, and you got all the extra deductions that the carrier throw in there. And please tell me you're not leasing a trailer too for the $300 a week, because my God, use a slave fresh on the plantation. And there's nothing wrong with being a slave fresh on the plantation, because once you get on now, it's just how can I escape the plantation, okay? And yes, I love to use the plantation analogy when it comes to leasing, okay? Because it opens the brain. People start to hear, well, Andrew, what are you talking about? I'm leasing a truck and I'm on this plantation. I ain't no slave, man. I can go home whenever I want to. Oh, really? You think you leasing a truck, you think you can just quit trucking and go get a McDonald's job? Oh, okay. You one of them type of truck drivers. You think you can go and just leave trucking? No. You were just fresh on the plantation. Where are you going? Unless you got other sources outside of trucking. Did you go to college or something? Are you like me? Are you a computer engineer? I'm just saying. What do you do? Did you get a welding license before you got your CDL? Because if you got a welding license before you got a CDL, you know what I'm saying, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. By the way, I do recommend people that's 21 years and younger, I do recommend to go to trade school, get a welding license. Then when you turn 21, go ahead and get your CDL. That way you don't get trapped deeply in the trucking to where this is the only thing you can do. You got 2 licenses, you good. You know what I'm saying? You real good, okay? Or you can do diesel mechanics or automotive mechanics. But I'm starting to tell people I recommend the welding licenses. I think that right there is going to keep you fresh off any plantation, whether it be trucking or whether it be in some other type of industry they got going on, okay? Now, the deductions are too high, okay? Can't do nothing about it because you don't own the truck. You're not talking about owning no truck. You ain't talking about, okay, well, going to lease from a dealership or nothing like. You're not talking about none of that. We just talking about paying for the lease truck, okay? So, you don't want to own nothing, that's fine. You don't have to own nothing. There's plenty of truck drivers out here they don't want to own nothing, and there's nothing wrong with owning nothing. There's people in these apartments right here, they not talking about owning nothing either, okay? They written, but hey, the rent is low, $400 a month. I wish I was paying $400 a month right now, so I don't see nothing wrong with it, okay? I'm not paying $400 nothing right now. I'm just saying. But my friend is coming out the house, so we're gonna reconnect on this topic. Y'all comment down below, and I'll get back to y'all.